cause I'm getting high with my 4-5. Cops only sucker trying to die, even as a youngster. Causing ruckus on the back of the bus. I was a fool all through high school, kicking up dust. But now I'm labeled as a troublemaker. Who can you blame? Smoking weed up, we take away the pain. So I'm hopeless, rolling down the freeway, swerving. Don't worry, I'm about to crash upon the curb, cause my bitch is bloody, baby. If they try to understand me, what should I do? I had to feed my fucking family. What else could I do but be a thug? I'm slanging with the homies, fuck hanging with them phonies in the club. Got my mind on danger, never been a stranger to homicide. My city's full of gangbangers and drive-bys. Why do we die at an early age? He was so young, but still a victim of 12 gauge. My memories of a corpse, mind full of sick thoughts, and I ain't going back to court. So fuck what you thought. I'm drinking Hennessy, running from my enemies. When I live a beat 23, there's so much pain.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. It's a somber evening. We're going to welcome in Christy and Miss Misty. We've got a few more coming. Night has been really hard. Does anyone know if Biden's speaking yet? I have my YouTube. I don't know if he's speaking just yet. Does anyone?
I have not heard anything yet on that.
Hang on, guys. We're going to go to this and we're going to see, because I can do this and I can find out this way. I think they're just talking about it. Yes, we're going to ABC because I'm sure that's where he will be speaking.
Campaign has paused Gabby Giffords, who herself was severely wounded.
This is
in
live
violence
shot.
at campaign events of hers in Arizona. Gabby Giffords putting out a statement saying, "Political violence is terrifying. I know. I'm holding former President Trump and all those affected by today's indefensible act of violence in my heart. Political violence is un-American and never acceptable. Never." A view that is being uniformly expressed across the political spectrum.
I don't believe he's speaking just yet. You guys let me know because I can't look at both things. I might can look for it on my phone. This is a very sad day. I know people don't watch, but there are people that haven't seen it. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I really appreciate you. Please like, follow, and share. The more we share it, the more we get it out, the more people will get to understand what's going on. But here we're going to watch.
If you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Move to spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you.
Ready?
Move. Move. Go.
Well, there you go, guys. Unbelievable information right now as we see President Trump being taken away from the podium there in Butler, Pennsylvania. We did hear some shots there. We don't know what it
There's my president. Wait. Sorry, I'm a bit emotional this evening. This has been a lot for all of us, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Hospitals are locked down.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah, it is.
Look at pretty Misty.
It's amazing what AI can do.
Absolutely. It's just
no, it's It's very scary that that can happen, you know, just in the middle of a rally like that. I mean,
Yeah. So many people and so much security.
right, right. That's what is hard to believe, really.
Mhm.
That one wrong person on any security checkpoint can surely make a world of difference, can't they?
Exactly.
Absolutely. Sorry, guys. I don't know if y'all see me when I do this, but I'm sending out more invites. So there we
Oh,
go.
you're good.
Okay. I'm back. So reports are coming in stating that there has been one fatality of a woman, and there is another in critical condition. And I can't confirm this because there's multiple reports coming out, but there were multiple shooters,
Yeah.
and
Um,
one is dead, but one has been
and that's confirmed.
that is confirmed. Yes,
Okay.
that is confirmed on that part. I'm bringing Past Patriot up. She is in contact with one of the officers there. Um, we're trying to get her on here and a few other people as time goes on. We're going to try to
Okay.
cover this. Let's go back to RSBN and let's see if anything's being said there.
Oh. Okay.
I think that's the right one. Let's go here.
I see the state podium on ABC
And obviously, John, something we
News
also
on
heard from
YouTube,
witnesses
but
who were there
he's not
tonight
there
and
yet.
witnessed this chaos and the
Where
bloodshed,
at?
asking
ABC
for
News
prayers
on
not only for
YouTube.
former
I just see
President
the
Trump, but
podium.
for the bystanders, or at least
Live
one
President
who may have been
Biden.
killed in this
He hadn't
incident.
showed up yet.
John, thank you. Stand by. We'll come back to you as the developments persist throughout the night. But I want to go back to Mary Bruce at the White House. Mary, just getting some more information before I come to you, because we're also told
Oh, he
now
just
that
walked out,
FBI
country.
personnel are on the scene in Butler,
Well, it's not
Pennsylvania.
showing it
The FBI
there.
will work jointly with the
Where's he
U.S.
at,
Secret
sweetheart?
Service.
Hang on. I can't
ABC
find it.
News.
Hang on. ABC. I was on ABC News Live, but we'll go do it this way.
Oh, when I get back to the telephone, look, there's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this.
Let me know when you find it and I'll shut my
We
mouth.
cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this. And so I want to thank the Secret Service and all the agencies, including the state agencies, that have been engaged in making sure
Want to
that
send a link to your phone?
we have more detail.
Yeah. No, it's all right.
Other people may be injured in the audience. I don't have all that detail. We'll make that available to you. I may be able to come back a little later tonight, but we'll put out a statement if we don't. If I'm not able to give, if it's not convenient for you all. The bottom line is, the Trump rally was a rally that he should have been able to conduct without any problem. But the idea that there's political violence or violence in America like this is just unheard of. It's just not appropriate. Everybody must condemn it. Everybody.
Can you read it?
And if I maybe we'll speak to it.
I'll get it. We'll replay it if we have to.
Let you know that as well. So far, it appears he's doing well.
I got it.
You got it?
Number
Okay.
two, that there's thoroughly investigating what happened.
I believe it.
Audience, we have
No, let it play.
reports. And
You want to sing?
federal government out here, and I'm going back.
Just let that play for a minute. I'll find it.
Speak with the federal agencies that are being put together again to give me an updated briefing. Has anything happened? They learned more in the last couple hours. So thank you very much, and I hope I get to speak to them tonight.
Is that it?
And I'll get back to you if I do. Okay?
Mr. President, do you think it was an assassination attempt?
I don't know enough. I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts. So I want to make sure we have all the facts before I make some comment. Thank you.
Are you worried about what the security failing, Mr. President?
That's all. He gone.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's all he said.
Mhm.
That's not even worth my time.
I guess at least he was nice.
This is a
Hey,
picture I'm getting
Patriot.
off of TikTok right now. Can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
But I can send it to you to your phone.
It's
if you
okay.
need.
No, I heard what he said. I'm sure everybody else did too.
So
It's
I
like, what,
can't
5
tell
seconds?
if there's a hole
It's
through
less
his
than 3
ear
minutes.
there or if it grazed it. Can you see that?
Oh wow! Can you
I
send me that piss
think
patriot,
it
please?
just
I sent that to
grazed
you an
it.
email.
Screenshot, send to me, please, Miss Patrick.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do that right now. Give me a second.
I'll load it up on here.
Yeah, I can't tell. I can't tell if it's a.
Assuming there's a fly in my house, I have the door open.
He spoke for 2 minutes. Why does it go so fast that you can't hit follow? You can't hit follow. You just have to go out, Miss Deborah, and come back in. Yeah, he talked for 2 minutes. Yeah, he doesn't. They don't want to put. They don't want to praise Trump in any way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what was disgusting. A human life is a human life. And this should show you so much
Mm-hmm.
about certain Democrats. When I went on one of the lives on TikTok, Nemo, he calls himself Nemo. He said, I have no compassion for his family. I have no compassion for his children. I have no compassion for Trump. He
That's
gets
what came off of Nemo's mouth today.
that was right after it happened.
Oh my God.
I will be following Nemo immediately then because I have not seen that behavior out of Nemo before, but I will unfollow now.
That's if we
Sure
said
did.
that about the other side, we'd be in big trouble, right?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, I would
Oh,
have
yeah.
already been taken down. Hey
Right.
Amy, how are you, love?
You know, I was just listening. I've been trying to bounce around the channels, and so now they're saying, "Oh, they think he was an Antifa," and then another one was like, "Well, they think he is a disgruntled Biden."
Well, let's listen in for a minute. We're gonna go to ABC News Live, and we're gonna see exactly if I can get them up here. I had them on YouTube, but I know streaming there.
I mean, I've been saying for 6 months this was going to happen, but if you've never been to a Trump rally, the amount of security is so intense. This is crazy, but they're also saying there's a couple other unconfirmed reports coming out that they're also a suspicious path looking at.
But people keep trying and
Sorry, I
they
didn't mean
keep
to
trying
cut
to
you
get in. But we will learn more on that too. Any kind of investigation going forward, which will take weeks, months, probably years, how this happened.
Yes, this is just the very beginning. Martha Raddatz, thank you so much. I do want to go back to another witness here, Stephen Lasco, who was at the Trump rally. Stephen, if you can hear me, I understand you were only about 100 feet away from the former president. Describe what you saw and what you heard.
About 100 feet away from him, could see his face. He was right there talking, having a good time. And, you heard one shot, two shot. It sounded like, bang, nothing crazy. And then you heard maybe 3 or 4 more. And that's when everyone got quiet, started panicking. Trump dropped right to the floor. I guess Secret Service jumped on top of him and shielded him. But, as soon as everyone in the crowd figured out what was going on, we all ducked and my buddies just jumped on top of me, piled on top of me. And we had no idea what was going on. You're in total shock. You're shook and, you can't feel your legs, but we were trying to decide if we wanted to get up and run, and we had really no idea what to do. And next thing you know, you see bullets, or you hear bullets flying, and I believe a bullet hit the hydraulic lift that was holding up the speakers, and that thing almost collapsed. There was hydraulic fluid and water spitting everywhere all over the crowd. And then before you know it, everyone just gets up and starts running. But
And
Trump
Stephen,
did stand.
Oh, forgive me. I'm sorry. There's a little bit of a delay, but on that note about everybody getting up and running, we're actually showing video that you shot on your cell phone. And this is the moment with people running out of the venue. Describe what that was like, and when were you actually able to get out?
It was pretty stressful. I'm looking around trying to make sure all my buddies who came with me were with me. And, it took probably a good 10 minutes to get out of there, to get out of the whole area. And, before you know it, there's ATVs and UTVs flying and ambulances and all that kind of stuff. And we're trying to figure out how to get out of there and get home. But we made it. And when we walked out to the road, they had, police blocking everything off. And we actually found out where the building was that the shooter was shooting from. They had it all taped off. I guess it was like an agricultural warehouse, something like that.
Oh, so he wasn't in the crowd.
It was pretty scary. It's It's like you're in the movies.
Stephen, forgive me again. I'm sorry. There's a little bit of a delay with the connection, but did you say that you were able to see the building that the shooter was allegedly perched on top of here? You said it was taped off by law enforcement. What did it look like?
It was like a kind of like an airplane hangar, maybe, you know, like a warehouse for agricultural equipment, I guess. ARC, AGC, something like that on the side. But once we were out, maybe 30, 40 minutes after, you know, they were taping it off, investigating it. They had the dogs going and all that stuff. You know, there was traffic jams everywhere. It was kind of hard to.
How far away was that area from where the former president was standing?
Maybe 300, 400 yards, maybe less, honestly.
And Stephen, when you hear that people who were there in the crowd with you, other bystanders, at least one, maybe more, were killed, how does that make you feel?
Honestly, still kind of numb to it. You know, it's hard to process all this. You know, your heart rate is through the roof, but you know, best wishes for their family, and you know, they were supporting the country that they love. And in the meantime, it's definitely sad, and you know, it's heartbreaking, honestly.
And Stephen, we've been hearing from people on both sides of the aisle, Republicans, Democrats, you know, independent candidate, RFK Jr., all with the same sentiment, condemning political violence, saying there's no place in this country for something like this. And I just wonder, from your perspective too, you're out there, you're exercising your right to support a candidate. You know, what message do you have for people out there? Because the country is at this political boiling point. There's so much division and anger and hatred right now from one side and the other. What would you like to tell people?
You know, at the end of the day, whether you're on the left, the right, the center, or you don't believe in politics at all, we all still put our pants on in the morning. We all breathe the air and go to work, you know. And a lot of these issues, in 10 years, no one even thinks about them or cares about them. So we're all people at the end of the day, and you know, it's not worth taking someone's life over political beliefs or whatever. It's just senseless.
Well, Stephen, I think many people would agree with those words. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for sharing that video, and we're so glad and thankful that you and the people you were there with are doing okay. Thanks again.
Of course, and as Kelly Clarkson says, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Well, let's hope that that's what happens in this country from here forward. The country definitely needs a moment of healing as we work closer and closer to Election Day. Stephen, thank you again. Let's go back to Rachel Scott. I believe she's still there in Pennsylvania. She was at this event. And Rachel, you've been speaking with witnesses. And who are you with right now?
Yeah, I'm with a woman named Erin. You were in the very first row in the middle seat, you told me. What did you see? What did you witness?
I was in the first row, and I was in the middle. I was directly in front of President Trump. So I saw him come on the stage, and it was maybe about 3 or 4 minutes. Everybody, all the photographers saw him come in. They all cleared away. He started speaking, and then we heard pound, pound, pop, pop, pop. In everybody's mind, it was like 4th of July. Somebody must have been still doing firecrackers. Then I saw the 4 Secret Service jump up and immediately push him to the ground. Then the news people that were around him, they all fell to the ground. There was 4 of them down there, and then we all stood up. None of us moved. We wanted to protect President Trump. Sorry, helicopters landing. Then I saw the gentlemen who wear the guns in the black. They came on and they said, okay, clear right, clear left. On 3, we're going to lift them. So they lifted President Trump up, and he said, I got to get my shoes. His shoes must have fallen off when they pushed him down. I saw the red blood on his right cheek. Then when he turned, I saw the ear from the top to the bottom with red.
Erin, I'm just going to have the camera turn really quickly because we are seeing a helicopter landing. For everyone that is watching at home, this is obviously still an active crime scene where we are all standing right now. We are just yards away from where this rally was taking place. We're seeing a helicopter touchdown. We've obviously seen more and more police police presence in the last hour following these events that occurred. And there are still supporters that are still trying to leave this area. You are one of them. There were hundreds of people here. And so the parking lots were very full. There was a line to get out. And so there's a little bit of a traffic jam also as well. So you described those moments. You heard the pop, pop, pop. Everyone went down for cover. How are you feeling? How are you processing this?
Well, everybody in the first row, nobody went down to the ground. They all stood up. They wanted to protect the president. All we were concerned about was him. And then kind of the Secret Service, when he got up and got into the vehicle, they told us to sit and stay seated because there was things going on. And from what I hear, there was possibly 2 shooters. There's a gentleman here that has a picture of one of the shooters that was rolled off of a building. And he was shot by the sharpshooters that were behind Trump. And I saw a gentleman leave from the left stands, and he had red blood all down his shirt. He wasn't hit, but I think he was around somebody who was. So just picking up little bits of things. We're all in shock because we never expected this. I mean, it's a beautiful rally, a beautiful night. I don't know. If no one's ever been to a Trump rally, it's very congenial. People look out for each other. It just seems like you don't see any fights and you don't see any animosity and you don't see too much. They're all pretty much focused on the president. And then with this to happen, it's just stressful. It's just sad. Very sad.
This is an open fairground where we are standing here. It was a very hot day. People were coming in with their water bottles. As you said, there was this sense.
No.
We're going to go to our a different site, but we'll talk for a minute if you want to. Grandma, you said they were showing, do you have the others? On the news, they're showing all the other victims on the news. Well, we're going to go here. This is just such a sad, sad time. I mean,
You know what stood out to me the most from that lady's interview?
What?
She said we all stood up to protect him.
Yeah. I saw people jumping, and then some. I mean, it's like the country. That's how much this man is respected and
That
loved.
makes me want to bawl my eyes out.
I know.
Up right now and saying the shooter was outside the security perimeter on elevated platform and used a rifle. And that goes to say what I said about when you attend one of his rallies, the amount of security that you go through. This had to come from an outlying area.
Right.
And it, I don't, I feel like that lady, like I've been at a Trump rally. I'll stand up and protect President Trump. I'll take that.
Absolutely.
But I'm telling you now that this one says Butler County DA says shooter is dead and rally attendee.
Well, let's go to RSBN. Let's see what they're saying real quick. And
I'm heartbroken. And
hang on a minute, Miss Patriot. Let's run over here real quick. I gotta find that one. That's not it. Okay, there it is.
Run and not weary, they shall walk and not faint. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 29. I just believe that without a shadow of a doubt, we, the church, the Jewish community, the Christian community, coming together like never before, and all people that believe that balance is never the answer. Balance is never the key. It always ends in turmoil. My prayer is that the faith of all believers that are listening to this and watching this broadcast will stand firm in their faith. They will spend more time with the Holy Spirit. How do I do that? I get in my secret closet and I close my ears, I close my eyes, I close my mouth, and I listen to what the voice of the Lord is telling me to do. And what we do as a nation in the next several days, find us for the next 100 years.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
Like what happened in 9/11, and surround Donald Trump, whether you agree with him or not, to know that this is never a good thing. When it happened to Ronald Reagan, it was not a good thing. The nation surrounded him and came together. Even his enemies came together. And I believe you're seeing the very same thing happen today after the assassination attempt of Donald J. Trump, the 45th and soon to be 47th president of the United States of America. I will talk with him a little bit later because I know it's very chaotic. I called him right when it happened, a couple, about 15, 20 minutes after they were looking at him. But I got 100% word that he's okay and he's safe.
Thank God.
Reports came out because remember when Ronald Reagan was shot, he played like he was in a good position, but he actually almost died, as we know now.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna pause that for a minute.
Can you also
Heather says that Trump said that he is going to attend the UFC fight tonight.
I would not doubt that at all.
Can you all
I
see
wouldn't either.
on top of the building that they've now posted up that I'm trying to post?
Do what, Piss Patriot?
Can you all see the picture of the shooter that they shot on top of this building that I'm showing through my camera?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Send it to me and I can screenshot it.
I don't know how to
You
do
did
that right now. This is what's on CBS News. But
just take a picture of it.
Hold on, let me try.
On your phone.
Hold on, let me
I mean,
try.
I could pull it up, but it's easier if you just send me the picture. I appreciate what you're doing.
Hold on, Gail. Let me try to get it over to you. Hold on.
Because I can load it from here.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get it over here too.
I'm gonna get the one picture. I'm gonna show you guys the one. I just made a video, so we're gonna watch it.
There you go. I just sent it over, Gail.
Thank you, love. I'll take care of it. You ladies continue on with your convo.
This is very much like, you know, what that man said right there. Like what we do as a nation now
is
going to tell us what this is going to look like. Not even in the next 100 years, in the next 151 days.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
And looking at this video, this guy on top of this building, my husband and I went to the Trump rally in Waco, Texas.
Okay, now we have information. Jen just sent the picture of the name of the shooter. Give me a minute and we will be showing it.
And there are buildings around because these are always out in open areas.
I don't mean to cut you off, this Patriot, but whenever I shift, it might cut you off. I'm just letting you know.
Okay. What has she got?
Hang on there. That's the wrong one. Y'all bear with me.
You're good. You're good.
I've got so many tabs open right now.
Okay.
You're doing a lot.
I mean, this is a lot. You know, this is a lot right here.
Yeah.
My nerves are shaking.
Yeah. I mean.
All right, we got it now. Hang on a minute. Let's see how to do this. We're going to take a look, see who he is. And I know as soon as we post it, others look up this name, see what you can find out about it.
All right. Let me see.
Let's see if I can make it bigger. Can y'all see that bigger?
It's got to be bigger.
Developing Butler police report. Mark Violets as the shooter. Violets appears to be a member of Antifa. That is what they're stating right now.
We're going to have to say he's Antifa.
That's what they're saying. Yes.
Of course.
That's what
they don't want to say he's a Democrat.
Antifa or Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, he has somebody, right?
Violet like a flower? Violet?
Yes.
But that's what they have there. But hang on, let me remove that. I'm
Mark
working on
Violet.
I'm working on this, guys. I'm working on this.
Right-wing accounts launched Mark Violets Antifa. That's what I have. In a dramatic turn of events at the Trump rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, right-wing social media accounts are.
He has a YouTube channel?
Yes.
Hey, wait a minute. Is he the guy who was kidnapped not too long ago, held for ransom, and then let back on? See if he's that big time YouTuber. I'm not saying that is him, but social media influence.
The mechanic extraordinaire.
I think I got the wrong Mike Violet.
Maybe I got the wrong one too.
Because mine says he's a real estate agent from Pennsylvania.
Oh, these pictures coming. Look at the
This guy that I found does not look like he would be able to pull that off.
Oh
at all.
man! I've got to figure out how to
Mark
do this.
Violet's uploaded a video on YouTube claiming justice is coming.
People, y'all got to hold the line. You can't let this, because this is what they want. It's so close to the election. It is. It is. It's a shot heard around the world. Wait till this week rolls out. Absolutely. Hang on a minute. I'm going to load a picture or two.
Mark Violet, who shot Trump. Here's some of the footage from his YouTube page. Hold on.
Well, don't show it on there. If you send it, put it on the Telegram, I can download it and pull it up. Because it won't be able to be seen. They'll just hear it. And this way we'll have receipts and verification, because I want to make sure I got everything on there. Yes, don't forget to pray tonight.
A lot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For all of us.
Okay.
Not just for
here is the shooter right here.
Okay.
Yep. That's all the stuff I'm pulling up. They took his YouTube page down.
That's
Here,
why. Okay.
look at Trump. Look at a bullet hole right there. He had his vest
What?
on. That was
He had his vest on?
Yes. We had to. Look where the shot is.
Yeah.
That's in his chest.
Oh, no wonder he got knocked out of his shoes.
Yeah. He didn't feel that bullet shot, but he felt the one in his ear.
Right.
But please remember, folks, that when Ronald Reagan got shot, he said he was okay too, and that he didn't feel anything. And he actually wound up in surgery, a life-threatening surgery.
Right.
So
the adrenaline
think
kicks in.
This is going to be an all over 100% body addiction, not just.
Even though he had that vest on, it's still gonna hurt.
Oh
You
yeah.
bet it is. Absolutely. But here's the thing. Please understand, they're going to tell us what they want us to know right now. They're not going to tell us any more than that. And Biden's going to be real careful how he does this dance for the next few days. But the reality is
quiet.
Well, maybe. But the reality is this, is they want us to do some dumb shit. I'm telling you.
And there's people out there that are going to do some dumb shit, which is sad but true.
Absolutely.
And they're going to do that.
Or they'll be
a lot of
staged.
them, and there's going to be some on the wrong side that say they're for, and they're going to blame it on MAGA. And you know what happens there. You know what's going to happen. Hey, Boots, good.
Oh yeah.
Look, it appeared the ear was first, and then more of the bangs. Okay, that's what I thought I heard. We'll watch the video again. So he was actually shot twice. He just had his vest on.
Yes.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
Yeah, because if he hadn't had that vest on, you know it would have broke loose.
And here's the thing. Gail said it exactly. They're going to come out and they're going to find some way. Somebody's going to do some dumb shit, and whether it's a MAGA or it's an Antifa or it's just some nut job out there, going to do some dumb shit, and we're going to get blamed. Look, I'm already on a watch list. Whatever. You know what I mean? That's what happens when you take your First Amendment rights and you you get targeted.
Yeah.
And
you're not wrong.
All of us that are already on that list, I'm just waiting. Honestly, I'm waiting.
Honestly, you're
Honestly,
right.
we're all on it, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Well, let me explain. If you weren't in Washington D.C. on January 5th and 6th, you might not be on that list. But if you were, like me, you are on that list, and I have all the receipts to prove I am. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't go any place I wasn't supposed to be. I was exercising my First Amendment rights.
Well, I'm on a list already because of my hunting rights and all of that. So.
No. I mean, I'm just waiting for them to start rolling up on MAGA's doors. That's what I'm waiting for.
What's that?
And you know it's going to happen.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
George Orwell. During times of universal deceit, telling the truth becomes a revolutionary act.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I have a connection. I'm going to show you guys a picture, and it's going to. Just have to give me a minute to get to it.
Telling the
Takes me
truth is
until
almost an act of treason these days.
it is.
There's so much treason in Washington D.C. that this is
sis.
This is minimal. Minimal. I'm just saying that those of us who are already on their little goody good list, watch your front doors and watch your back. That's all I'm going to tell you. Watch your front
Yeah,
doors.
because this is their setup.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was on the TikTok one earlier, and I never even thought about watching my back when I wear my mega stuff. Never even thought about it. Did not even cross my mind. I got a T-shirt the other day that said I'm voting for the convicted felon.
I got two of them.
Of course, everybody, you know, in Colorado where I live right now, everybody was like, "Oh, nice shirt, nice shirt, nice shirt." But if the wrong person saw it at the wrong time, I could be in big trouble.
Yes,
Right.
So I will start watching my back when I wear my stuff.
Keep that head on a swivel.
Yes, ma'am.
Cell phone. Keep ear pods out of your ears.
Yep.
Pay attention to your surroundings. When you walk up to your car, step back and look under your car. If there's anything weird tied to your car or close,
Check your door handles.
do not fuck with your car. Back away. Like I'm telling
you.
You guys, the internet is like lagging, like
oh my god,
serious.
Oh, I'm sure everybody's on here.
So right before I joined the TikTok live, I had just logged onto TikTok for the first time, and I saw it on there, and I went to YouTube to look it up, and I had to scroll through a lot before I even found it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jen. I'm working on it.
Yeah. It's yeah, that's the guy that we just talked about. He has a YouTube, some kind of YouTube. He doesn't look, guys. Oh, how do I say this gently? That man does not look like Antifa. That man looks like a plant. Damn, I said that out loud. Yep, I sure did.
It's okay. We're on Rumble.
He doesn't look like Antifa, folks.
No,
I
we
can
don't.
show
No.
you what Antifa looks like. I can show you. I can show you exactly what Antifa looks like. But he doesn't look like Antifa. He looks like a plant. He looks like a plant.
Yeah.
And I pull his fucking voting records.
How do you do that stuff?
Pull somebody's voting record?
Yeah.
Figure out what state he's in and go to the
You can look up anybody if you do
Oh
it
my
right.
god, that's just crazy. I don't spend enough time on the internet, I guess.
Well, we've been doing this for years. We deep
Well, yeah,
dive and
right, yeah.
I'll bet you donuts $. He's a registered Democrat.
I bet your ass he is.
Or
I bet he
unaffiliated.
is. Or they'll flip the script and try to say that he's MAGA. But
Yeah.
why would, you know what I mean? That would be asinine to even go to that.
If he was a MAGA, he wouldn't have missed.
Exactly.
Sorry.
No, I mean it's
When so on February 6th in Washington D.C., you could determine Antifa from the MAGA supporters by the way they were actually dressed. And they did try to dress. They did try to dress like us. They just couldn't do it like we did it.
Right.
Well, I know security. I mean, he had just 3 weeks ago upped his security. He had just, yeah, it is lagging. He had just completely upped his security.
Well, you know, the Democrats wanted him to be convicted on those 34 felons and put him in general and take his Secret Service coverage away from him. They set this. They set this bullshit in motion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In motion.
Yeah, for sure.
This is horrible. This is
We have to pray for our country. We have to pray for his family. We have to pray for people that are in attendance at the RNC convention because that is in the middle of Detroit and the Democrats have been in the city for the last 2 days trying to rally up these people against the Republican Party and against President Trump. And there's shit going to happen. I mark my words, please. Some kind of bullshit is going to pop off during the RNC in Detroit. Watch and see if it's coming. It's coming. I don't know.
They're going to have insane security now. And, Biden's little 2-minute thing was just a bullshit move. Let's be straight up honest about it. That's just a piss poor bullshit move on the Biden administration. They don't give a shit about Trump. They don't give a shit. They've wanted to get rid of him and get rid of MAGA. We've stated it for how long now that they were going to attempt an assassination on Trump. We have done nothing but said that.
Yep. Here's the thing. They've locked down every Trump casino and hotel. They've locked down every Trump building in New York City. They've locked down his family's. They've locked down Mar-a-Lago. I got that from a friend of mine that's in that area, that they locked down Mar-a-Lago. They have got his family locked down in safety. They have everything that's associated with Donald Trump right now is locked down so tight for protection. But we knew, those of us who've been doing this for a while, those of us who obviously have been through some shit, we know that this was coming. I knew this was coming. And so
I'm getting it, Jen. Everybody's sending me things, guys. I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm trying to get the news out there.
This is just crazy. The amount of crazy is just ridiculous right now.
Well, I mean, there's going to be, that they are fixing to show you guys a picture. Hang on.
That picture, Gail, that you got where it shows he got shot the second time, can you text that back over to me?
Sure. I'm fixing to show you a picture I don't think you guys have seen yet.
Oh, wow. Poor guy. If you watch that video again, you'll see where he got shot in the stomach there, where I didn't notice it at first, but you can see it in that video.
Guys, I'm telling you, there ain't no telling how many shots went that direction. Look at it. Bless his heart. God be with you.
Poor guy.
Be with his grandchildren were there this evening.
Don Jr. was there too.
Satanic people don't care about the well-off of the country or any other. Let's be honest. It's horrible. The prince of his world wants us to be in fear instead of faith. Amen. And they just, you heard 8 shots, Jen? Well, let's take a break and let's go watch a little bit and let's see what's going
on. God. Where did you get that picture at right there?
Connection of mine.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to get live on this. Are they still doing it? No, they got rid of everybody, didn't they? Or just the beginning of it?
I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm looking at X. So, people get stuff.
I don't know which one I'm on. Oh, I know which one it was.
I'm actually watching a new show from Australia just to see if they report anything different than what we hear here.
Oh, Sky News?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, Gail, if you could send me that picture of where it shows he got shot the second time.
About me, what did you just say? Drill, baby, drill. That's what I love to hear.
That was on the 3rd. That's today, though, actually. All right, we're going to see if we can. You guys keep going. Y'all don't worry about me. I'm finding info. I'm trying to find the information we need.
This is just crazy.
It is.
I'm heartsick right now.
I'm too.
It's a dark day in our nation, I tell you.
It is. So,
and yesterday was a good day for me. I graduated with my PhD yesterday, and I was so
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then today I'm out, took my babies to the vet. We went to go get something to eat. We were trying to have a nice dinner, and then this, and I'm just like, oh my God. I can't. believe this. And I've been to
Hang
3,
on, guys. We're going to pull this up.
you know, I've been to 3 Trump rallies. I've been to the RNC. I went to Washington, D.C. in December. I went to Washington, D.C. in January.
But I saw, I saw the man that was hit in the head, and there was a lot of blood, and I knew he was going to survive that. And there were 2 of them that they brought down, but it was like real chaos and chaotic. But I didn't get down, and so it was very interesting. We were just right there. You know, about 40.
What was going through your mind as you saw that person with tons of blood on them?
Yeah, at first I was thinking, I thought different thoughts, like maybe this was the shooter and then he committed suicide, or maybe someone shot him. That's what my first thoughts were. I didn't think about just like someone that was in the stands. Yeah, that's what I thought.
And now knowing that this is someone that was in the stands, how are you processing this?
No, I think we're all in shock. Yeah, we're in
Working on it,
numb
Grandma.
that
When
this
I
happened.
say, when I heard this going on, I thought it was a firecracker. It's like with Kennedy, people thought it was a firecracker. And I looked, we were 20 yards away from Trump, and then we were 20 yards away from where I thought it was a firecracker, but then now I'm thinking maybe those were bullets.
The planned
that were
assassination.
going over our head. And then they were saying, get down, get down, get down. I just wasn't processing. It took me like 2 minutes, and I finally hit the deck. But I think it's just like you're in shock. And how did the guy get the gun in there? How did he get the gun?
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, because is this your first Trump rally?
No.
So I've covered a number of Trump rallies. I've been to almost every single Trump rally this cycle. You've been to a number as well. You're fully aware of the security precautions. Trump supporters, as they're making their way in, they have to go through magnetometers. Your bags are searched, your pockets are searched as well. And so any area where you're around the former president, there is a sense of safety. And so to have this occur, what was going through your mind as you heard gunfire, get down, get down?
I think first I was in shock.
I got it,
I
Grandma.
do think I'm drawn to some of this kind of, I tried out for the Secret Service. I passed everything, but then they said, take your glasses off. That was the end of it. So my whole life would have been changed, but I couldn't see. But I guess I like to be where the action is in some ways. So, but I mean, not this, obviously this is just horrible, just horrifying. But
Trump survived. That's good. It would have been horrible news at worst.
Horrible would have been the word for it.
So that's good. At least we had that. But yeah, we're all in shock. Yeah, it's really something. I just got done saying every generation thinks, well, we're past that. We're not going to have any more assassination attempts, and then you have something else, and maybe that's really hard to stop.
I thought it was firecrackers.
Yeah, you thought it was firecrackers. Yeah, I mean, so many people did. Initially, when that first happened, there was a lot of confusion for everyone that was inside of that fairground near. We heard the pop, 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 pop sounds. We heard shouts of gunfire, but we did not know for sure. We were just all told to get down. And then from my understanding, it was also law enforcement that told you all to just stay down, even though the former president was already escorted to make sure that they had the situation under control.
They kept saying, stay down, but then curiosity overcame me. After about 5 minutes, I stood up, and there were like 6 or 7 men with AR-15s or whatever, whether they AK-47s or AR-15s, and they were just like hawks. They were looking around, staring at everybody, and their guns ready, and one guy looked kind of nervous. I mean, it was just, I was just kept thinking that we're going to be a part of history here, so. But it's just it's
I felt
horrible.
bad for that guy that was shot because there was so much blood and things. So he was right above me. So I thought, oh, there's no way he survived that. But, yeah, what a day.
A hard thing to witness, and I so appreciate you all taking the time to speak with me, and I'm glad that all of you are safe. Please get home safe. Again, with just this sense of disbelief, trying to process, replaying those events over and over in your head, that's what everyone here that was inside of that Trump rally is still having to contend with as they process the moments that happened, those frantic and chaotic moments of what they witnessed inside with.
Yeah, and I can't help but think there's going to be a lot of trauma after this event for all of those witnesses who are there, watched this unfold before their very eyes, and also knowing that one of their fellow supporters, somebody who was just there, part of the rally, at least one person lost their life today. Rachel Scott, and to you, we can't thank you enough for all your reporting throughout the evening. Stand by, we'll come back to you if news develops. But let's bring in John Cohen tonight, ABC News contributor, former FBI John, there are so many questions about what happens now with this investigation. Take us through this process. Where do they begin?
Gail?
Well, the first thing
Yeah.
they're going to do is they're going to identify the suspect. They're going to try to determine through
I can't hear you,
evaluating
while
their
this is
social
playing.
media, their communications, their interactions with other people that they are associates with, whether this was an act of a lone offender or whether it was part of a broader conspiracy. They're also going to be looking for any type of follow-on events. Part of the danger in a situation like this is that people may view this as either an act to be replicated.
Yes.
So on Truth Social, Trump just posted a bullet pierced my
I got
ear.
it. I'm gonna read it. Let me read it. I got it. That's what I was fixing to pull up. Boy, look at all the people.
Well, they said that the boom got hit too.
Okay, hang on. This is what he just posted. I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all the law enforcement for their rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed, and also to the family of the other person that was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter, who is now dead. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong, that I heard a whizzing sound. Shots, and immediately fell. The bullet ripped through the skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realized then what was happening. God bless America.
God bless him.
All right, let's go back and listen to a little bit more of this.
Hey guys, I'm gonna bounce off of here for right now. I need to turn a little bit.
Thank you, Piss Patriot. You have a good evening, hon.
Good night, sweetheart.
Good night.
Night.
Are away, but that perhaps the shooter tried one shot, missed, and then got off several very rapidly just into the crowd.
Yeah, 200 to 300 yards away, and that shooter on top of a roof. And Martha, to your point, it is worth emphasizing that. I mean, former President Trump says that he heard the bullet whizzing by and that it pierced the top of his ear, literally inches away from taking his life.
Wow.
It certainly would have been if it in fact is proven to be a bullet that went right by his ear.
Absolutely.
millimeters. And, you know, the way you turn your head or you don't turn your head. And again, that we have to emphasize this was clearly in range for a weapon like that, whether the shooter had a scope, whether the shooter did not have a scope, even without a scope. This military officer says you can take someone out at that range. Again, the dangers of these kinds of events with people way outside of the event itself, way outside security, and that is something the Secret Service is going to have to look at, local law enforcement as well, how this person got on that roof undetected by police or anyone else carrying a rifle up there.
So he went on a roof undetected on the outside of the venue.
Mm-hmm. That's the way I'm understanding it.
He was probably already up there, honestly.
Yeah.
He might have been up there for days. Who knows?
Well, I mean, you think about it, that's probably exactly what was taking place. He probably had been there because, you know, at the last rally, people had camped out for 3 days.
Right.
Let's listen in.
You think like maybe firecrackers, but it continued, and then somebody yelled, "Get down." We got down, and we huddled and we started praying, and we just started praying, and thank God, a little while later, we got up. When we saw other people get up, we saw Trump get up, raise his fist like I'm okay, and we kept praying.
I felt really bad. I'm worried about our grandchildren. What kind of life are they going to have if this goes on, if people don't have the right to say what they want?
You told me that you were near the very front. You weren't very far.
No, we were like from here to where that thing is.
And you got down. You said you got down immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody yelled, "Get down!" My daughter-in-law, Lisa, she said for us to hurry up and get down.
Well, I mean, I saw like all the like Secret Service like kind of cover Trump. They did a really good job about that, making sure he was protected, telling everyone to get down. So I think they did take a good care of like making sure everyone was like understanding what was going on and like being serious, but not freaking everybody out.
What was your initial reaction when you heard those popping noises?
To get down. Yeah. So I actually like my boyfriend pushed me on the ground and like went on top of me, which was like really nice. But I think a lot of people were a little like too shocked to understand what was going on originally, for sure. But I think everyone listened pretty well and it was handled pretty well.
Did you see some of that commotion that was playing out on the other side of the bleacher where we saw law enforcement agents sort of swarm around another individual, or did you ultimately just rush out?
No, we were there for a minute because they did tell us to go back down again just in case. I think that was good because it helped like calm people down. But I think one of the stands that I was next to, they did like carry out a man, and there was another one that might have been injured. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely one at least. And on the other stand on the other side, because I was on the right, on the left, there were like a bunch of like men in uniform like surrounding someone. So that was interesting to see.
You said that you were very impressed by the speed.
All right, hang on. I'm going right over there to it. Where did you send it, Heather? Okay, it's there we go. Is it a video? I'll download it, but I'd have to rotate it. So they're saying, okay, yeah, that's the one that Piss Patriot was showing just a minute ago. It's not playing, Heather. Okay. I'm getting a picture. All right, hang on. We'll play this here. You have to go out. You have to go back in and stop screens and go out. Y'all be patient with me. It's working. All right, here we go.
Inside the event, but you were just outside. Tell us what you saw. So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us the Brinkles Farming Greenhouse here. We had a party, and we all decided, hey, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees out there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally. Right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up. And probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, But we noticed the guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof. And he had a gun, right? He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy under with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And
wow.
5 shots rang out. So you're certain that the shots came from
Miss Deborah, hey,
100%.
That's crazy.
And he was up
Isn't
there for a
it?
couple of minutes. He was up there. You saw him up there for a couple of minutes. Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes. And you were telling the police and the Secret Service. We were telling the police. We were pointing at them for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree. Could they see binoculars? Could they see him? Probably not, because the roof, the way that the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place. Did you see, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all? Oh, yeah, they blew his head off. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Secret Service believes that. Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching. But you're pretty sure they shot the guy.
Absolutely,
100%. Okay. Yep. You saw that happen? Yep. Yep. Okay. Yep. And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or? They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
Well,
The guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof right there. Did you get a look at him? Could you? I no, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle, 100%. Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was? Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it was a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it, but it was a rifle of some sort. Yeah, absolutely. So, how do you process what you've just seen? I don't know what to say, man. I'll tell you.
That's
CBS. Dynamite.
Those interviewers asked some pretty invasive questions. I mean, like, how do you process that? Well, my God, they haven't processed it.
Everybody quiet, or am I just not here?
No, I think everybody's quiet. We're trying to process.
I think she's loading something.
Looks
They have
like
no
Oh, wait a
dead
minute.
air.
I
He's
was
got that.
muted. I was muted and talking, y'all. I'm sorry. I was muted and talking.
You had that
I'm
very
so
intense look on
sorry.
your face.
Yeah.
I was letting you do
I
you.
was. I mean, I was sitting there going on and on. I mean, you can tell Secret Service had not seen him yet. I mean, come on. My mom is blowing my phone up. I know what she's she's wanting to talk too.
Answer
Um,
your mama. So
be
funny.
like, do you hear this? I'll have to call her back in a minute because I'm recording right now. This is just like there's so much information coming. I don't have a mic here. I'm sorry,
I
Megan. I'm
bet.
sorry. You'll have to come up one evening. This isn't our usual podcast that we have. Usually I have stories lined up, but tonight it is about
Breaking news
Trump
all
and
about Trump.
the attempted assassination on Donald J. Trump.
I
Period.
can't believe you're
He,
saying that.
I mean, well, we had
And
spoken about it many times in the past and said, hey, this is something that's going to happen. This is something that's, coming. And a lot of people said, I was actually talking to my daughter just last week, and we were talking, she's like, Mom, what the country, these people they hate him and they don't even know why they hate him. How can
Right,
you hate a man so freaking much
right.
that has done so much for the country? How can you be that blinded by I guess your hate is what drives you.
Hate.
And that
Yeah.
says a lot.
it's just because they were told to.
Right, right. Because
Right.
they're just
I
following
mean,
the
it's
lead
just
of
been
someone
drilled
else.
in their heads. They really have no reason.
Right.
Exactly.
That's the sad part.
Just you get to a point where what what do you think is going to happen from this point now?
Oof.
Okay, we've already heard from the Biden administration, and they've stated, "Oh, 2 minute." It was 2 minute, right, guys? A 2 minute
Yeah, it
conversation
was
of
under 3. Yeah.
you should be able. What do you say? You should be able to. I'll try to find it. We'll read
Right, right. He should be able to have a peaceful rally.
and you should.
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
absolutely. I
But
mean,
now
Absolutely.
look, if this
this.
had been the other way around,
Oh, good God.
everybody would be
Oh
just
my God.
flipping.
They would
Can you
have the
imagine?
country shut the fuck down, but they would
Yeah.
say, "Well, because he's president. That's why we're doing it." And it's not right, but I understand their viewpoint on the bullshit. You know, because
Right.
because he's a president, but Trump, you know, that's my president. What is that?
Oh,
The video of Donald Jr. He was standing on the podium with his children making a speech before his dad came up.
good
Oh,
Lord. Oh, good Lord.
So this wasn't like just the opening because I'd got to it. This wasn't just like Trump come out because usually people do speak for Trump.
Yeah.
Don Jr. and his children were standing there. And you can only imagine what they are going through themselves this evening.
Can you imagine, as a parent, you think, oh my God, I put my children in such danger. And they should have been safe. They should have been safe.
They absolutely should have been. But it didn't work out that way.
No.
They didn't care.
You know, you guys were saying, how can someone be so blind just to, hate someone so bad? I have young men that are my sons.
Deborah, where'd you
Go
send
ahead.
it? Did you send it to Telegram, Deborah? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'll just go over there and look, see if that's what she sent it.
And their friends, when you ask them why they hate Trump, they can't come up with anything. They really can't. And then why do you like Biden? Because he's not Trump. Well, that's not a good reason.
No, it's not. I think we lost Christy. She'll have to come back.
Oh, I think it looks like it.
Oh no, the internet. It's the lines are going in and out, in and out, in and
Yeah,
out.
I bet people are storming the lines right now. Crazy.
I mean, was they going to finish speaking this evening? I thought they were clearing the area. I mean, we had an attempted assassination. We had a package or something in the crowd, and now when the RNC is supposed to, they never have a reason to hate Trump. No, they don't. Watching your parent or grandparent get shot right in front of you. Absolutely. Miss Deborah, where did you send it to? And then I can play it. I don't know where you sent it, honey. You have to tell me where you sent it. I don't know. It's not showing that you sent it on Telegram. I bet she said on my TikTok. A lot of the ladies, they send me all this stuff on TikTok. There's Christy. There she is. I didn't know where you'd went, Tessa. She dropped. She'll be back.
What
She'll
I
be
did.
back.
Sorry.
I'm trying to see.
I think I pushed that chat button down there because I can't see chat.
Oh, you can't see the comments?
Mm-mm. I won't do that no more.
Oh.
How funny.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sean. I was going live over here. Sean's like, I'm going live on. He's going to talk about his security book and stuff. And he said he was going live on X. So, he's doing that.
To me, it looked like his Secret Service kind of fumbled around a little bit in the beginning. I guess you would. I mean, I guess it's not streamlined, right? You're not expecting it, but.
Oh, true, true.
Yeah. I mean,
TikTok is TikTok is a perfect example that they have irrational thoughts. Well, the thing got me, I saw Nemo, it's what he goes by on TikTok, very big creator over there, and he's Democratic. And he specifically just said he didn't care. He didn't care.
That's
He
so
had no
crazy.
sympathy or empathy for Trump, his family, his kids, or anything.
That's ridiculous.
He said he
I have
deserved.
sympathy for Biden right now for elder abuse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The difference between Republicans and Democrats, we have more
Right.
of a heart and care. And see, that's the thing. We think before we act.
Right.
Yes,
Exactly.
ma'am. Most of
We
us.
do.
Yes. There's some crazies among us. Let's not forget
Absolutely.
that. But
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
99.9% of us are pretty decent human beings. I think.
Yeah. I agree.
I know I am. I know I try to do right by others and treat others. I had a call my mom.
Right.
She was okay, there's an official statement by the Secret Service. Let's pull this up. I'm going to read it, guys.
Okay.
During former President Trump's campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on the evening of July 13th at approximately 6:15 p.m., a suspect shooter fired multiple shots towards the stage from the elevated position outside of the rally venue. U.S. Secret Service personnel neutralized the shooter, who is now deceased. U.S. Secret Service quickly responded with protective measures, and the former president is safe and being evaluated. One spectator was killed. 2 spectators were critically injured. The incident is currently under investigation, and the Secret Service has formally notified the Federal Bureau of Investigations.
Wow.
TikTok's a perfect example. Absolutely.
I just
Absolutely.
got a text
Y'all
from
just send it. We'll get to
from-
it. Keep sending the info. I'm flooding through it, but let's go back and let's hear. Let's see. What is CBS saying? See if we can get CBS. I don't know if I have to go through YouTube. I think you have to log in to your provider or something like that. I don't know. Because it's not letting me.
Are you live on YouTube too?
I've got a tab open, but no. I think maybe is there something going on over there? Is the RNC up yet? Are they? I know the RNC is supposed to speak tonight.
Were they scheduled to speak?
Well, I believe they were, weren't they? In a few
I
hours.
don't
Probably kept
know. I don't
in a
know.
few hours.
They're showing coverage from different angles now.
Megan Kelly's live. Let's listen to her.
I like her.
I like her. Can y'all hear me?
I hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
I kicked me out. I'm not
I
even
can't hear her though.
Me?
No, Megan Kelly.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I am.
Hanging in, hold on.
Oh no, the system is wonky. There we are.
I'm sure people are trying to control the narrative.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, there we go. I don't know what was going on there. All right, let me go in there. Yeah, it's you have to work this stuff. I have an echo. Hang on. Hang on, I gotta go out. Can you, is that good? There's an echo.
I don't hear an echo.
I do. I hear feedback. All right. It's acting so crazy, y'all.
Okay, it looks like we lost you.
No, it's I'll go back to it. I'm almost there again.
Okay, I gotta
See, with
make
all
me.
this, you have to. It's a lot.
I have to mute y'all for a minute because I gotta let my dogs out and they're gonna be loud.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting for mine to start barking out there.
Here, we'll
Wiring in.
while I pull her up, we'll listen to a little bit of this.
one of the many witness accounts that we've received from Rico Elmore there. Really horrific in how this played out. These terrifying and chaotic moments that people described for us. And it went from jubilant people in the crowd, eager to hear from the former president, to within a matter of seconds, the pop, pop, pop that people thought at first maybe sounded like fireworks before the horror of what actually happened came into focus. Let's go back to Martha Raddatz. Martha, I know you've been talking to sources here. And I got to say, just, it's one thing when we get the reports from law enforcement, but when you hear from a witness who, witnessed someone die before their very eyes, it's a reminder of just how horrific and historic this event was.
Okay.
And how tragic.
Yeah.
And I think most of us just saw what happened to former President Trump, and we're all thankful he is okay. But what happened in that venue, and hearing the story of that young soldier or military person leaping into action, which is not a surprise, going there for a jubilant celebration and having to deal with that kind of tragedy is sobering to us all. I do know that the weapon that the shooter apparently used was something that could be fired from 200, 300 yards away or even more, and could have been accurate. He very well could have shot more people. He very well could have killed former President Trump, even though he was 200 or 300 yards away, because that kind of weapon has that kind of range. We don't know yet whether he had a scope on that weapon or any sort of scope whatsoever. But even so, even just with the naked eye, he was clearly shooting within range of President Trump.
Yeah, still so many questions about how this played out, who this shooter was, the motivation there, and where the investigation goes from here. Martha Raddatz, as always, thank you. Let's go to Josh Margolin, one of our senior investigative producers, who's been getting new details from law enforcement. Josh, what are you learning?
With the key part of the investigation will be on looking at where the shooter was, an elevated position as Secret Service staff. Elevated positions have long been perceived by law enforcement as a real risk to events, to people that gather. Look, just in recent years, we saw the Highland Park, Illinois mass shooting on July 4th, 2022. That was a shooter who was at an elevated position. Of course, the Las Vegas massacre, the worst mass shooting in American history, that was with a shooter who fired down from an elevated position on the Las Vegas Strip. And obviously, we can't forget President Kennedy was killed by a gunman who was located floors above the motorcade that Kennedy was in when he was assassinated. Elevated positions are the Secret Service prepares for this. So a key thing is going to be, how did this gunman get to the location? Why was that location available to that person?
Exactly. And I think obviously this is early on, and it's hard to ask some of these hypothetical questions now. But Josh, like all the surveillance and the scanning of these areas that go into place before the event even occurs, and the drones and the helicopters and devices up above, it's hard to imagine how something like this could have been missed from 200, 300 yards away, a rooftop elevated.
As we watch that video of the guy saying that he arrived, he saw a shooter there before it ever even,
That's weird.
Before he saw the guy with the rifle before it happened?
Yes. Hey, Jack.
I wonder why he didn't say something.
Well, I think he said something. We'll listen to it again. Let's find it. Let's listen
I
to
thought
it
it
again.
happened afterwards.
I did too. Yeah.
I could have been mistaken, but I thought he said before that he saw it. Maybe it was afterwards. Hang on a minute. We'll go find him.
Oh, here he is.
I don't even know what the hell I'm showing. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
times where major storms, either in a convention city or elsewhere in the country, have forced the cancellation of one night. There is plenty of wiggle room in a schedule like this to be able to do the convention business in fewer than the 4 nights that are now scheduled. But I am told that things are still on track as of this hour, although things are changing fast. But Whit, I would mention, just to understand what a convention is like, it's not just what goes on inside the arena itself. That's the main convention business. We're talking about dozens, maybe hundreds of other events throughout the weekend. John Carl's been reporting about things that are canceled tonight. Well, tomorrow night, there's a 15,000 person open air welcoming party for all delegates and invited guests. That is an enormous event, and it's an enormously hard event to secure. Similarly, you've got talking about breakfasts that happen around the city in hotel ballrooms and private residences. So many opportunities to worry about the security footprint that involve elected officials, maybe even the president himself or the former president or his vice presidential running mate might be slated to attend things like this. So you have to think about not just the event itself, which is still on, but everything surrounding it. This was a city that was ready to celebrate this moment. It is now a city that is worried, concerned about this increased threat environment.
Rick Klein, thank you. Let's go back to John Carl, also there in Milwaukee. And John, picking up on that point, because this is not just known threats with security, right? It's anybody who could be motivated. We've talked about lone wolves and that threat in the past. It's somebody who may see an event that they saw and then be inspired to do something that can be almost impossible to plan for, especially when you have large gatherings of lots of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and look, this was already a place that was going to be in lockdown for the next week. I mean, I am here just outside the convention center hall, and you can see, I mean, you can't see, but I can see right over here the fencing that has been put up to basically secure this place, several block radius, basically already on lockdown, even though the convention itself doesn't start until Monday at 2 o'clock Eastern time. But they were preparing to keep this, and I've been covering political conventions for a long time. Heightened security is not new, but there does feel to be something different already before this terrible event in Pennsylvania. A heightened sense of concern, again, given the threat environment, given the fact that death threats have become just a matter of course across in our politics. Political figures, public servants, journalists facing this kind of stuff. So there's, I can only imagine what the next few days are going to look like here.
Yeah, the next 24 to 48 hours, there could be some big changes, even though for now they appear to be staying the course with the plans. John Carl, thank you. Let's go to our Chief Justice Correspondent, Pierre Thomas. Pierre, you've been reporting on these threats for months now. Law enforcement, they've been aware, they've been worried about it. This obviously a worst case scenario as they are now investigating what appears to be a possible assassination attempt of a former president.
Indeed, we have a new statement from the Attorney General. He expresses his concern for former President Trump. Says his heart goes out to the victim, the spectator who died. He also issues a statement saying, quote, "We will not tolerate violence of any kind. Violence like this is an attack on our democracy. The Justice Department will bring every available resource to this investigation." And we have some more clarity now about exactly how this is going to unfold. The Justice Department's National Security Division, along with the FBI, will oversee this investigation with support from the U.S. Attorney's Office in Pittsburgh. So what that means is that this is officially being looked at as an assassination plot. Potentially that is going to be investigated until they can, as another source said, determine otherwise. That tells you the level of concern. Also, I'm being told by sources that law enforcement will be looking at security for all major public events, particularly those involving politicians, in the coming days. As you said, Whit, the elevated threat environment has been of great concern by the FBI director and sources within the Attorney General's office have been telling me repeatedly in recent weeks that
Those
the
are
biggest
dedicated
concern
men,
he
you know
had
that?
going forward toward the fall
it.
was this spike in threats of political violence. And the fact that also terrorism, ISIS, all these different things were surging at precisely the same time. That is the environment that we face ourselves with. And the other thing that's very important, too, from a source I just spoke with, is that until they can get a definitive blueprint, understanding of who this suspect is, they are not releasing very much information because they cannot yet say that this is contained to only this event. They cannot yet say that.
Pierre Thomas, thank you. Let's go back to John Carl. I understand you have a new statement from the RNC.
Yeah, this is a joint statement from the Trump campaign and from the Republican National Committee, and we just got this in, so I'm going to be reading this to you for the first time here on the air. Statement from the Trump campaign and the RNC. As was communicated earlier this evening, President Trump is doing well and grateful to law enforcement and to first responders for their fast action. President Trump looks forward to joining you all in Milwaukee as we proceed with our convention to nominate him to serve as the 47th President of the United States. As our party's nominee, President Trump will continue to share his vision to make America great again. So the key line there is that President Trump looks forward to joining you here in Milwaukee to continue the plans for our convention. Nothing is changing here in terms of the convention going forward. In fact, an individual I spoke to who has been involved in the planning here said they were still working things out, but predicted that the convention wouldn't just continue, but it will continue with a vengeance. I expect not just all 4 days of this convention to take place, but it to be a very energized convention and very much focused on portraying Donald Trump as somebody who couldn't even be stopped by an attempted assassin.
All right, John Carl, let's go to someone who knows a lot about Republican conventions, and Reince Priebus, our political contributor, who's also a former head of the RNC and former chief of staff at one time under Trump. Reince is joining us on the phone right now. First, Reince, can you just give me your reaction? What are you hearing from Republicans across the board?
Well, obviously, like everybody, it's just horrific and dreadful, and it's a sad day. It's, innocent person was killed, and maybe others. We just don't know the extent of this stuff, but it's just a sad reminder of how violent some people can be and seemingly our inability to stop it. So it's all of those emotions all at the same time. So, and we're also gathered right now with, what soon will be about 50,000 people in Milwaukee
ladies.
to
1 minute.
celebrate our nominee and also celebrate our community in Milwaukee and in Wisconsin. And obviously it's tragic in a lot of ways. So I'm obviously grateful and I'm grateful that the guy was killed, but the whole thing's tragic. Lots of lost life and obviously
senseless.
Just a lot of mixed emotions. Let me just put it that way.
Ryan, speaking of those mixed emotions, and we've heard a number of statements from politicians on all sides of the aisle, most condemning the violence and saying that this can never stand, it should not happen. But we are also hearing some who are pointing the finger and placing blame. What's your reaction to that? Is there a place for that kind of conversation right now in this moment?
I don't think so. I mean, I think you have to think and you have
That's
to
the last
contemplate.
thing.
And
How you get
to
to place blame on something? They
guess
want
you
to find someone that they can say,
investigate what
hey, if this
happened
person
and
did
why
it.
it happened.
Right.
And, I'm sure there's going to be a time for that, but I just don't feel comfortable getting into that right now. There's obviously sick people out there, and they don't care about life. They don't care about their own life. So you don't care about your own life. You don't care about other people's lives. You get tragic results, and it's more sad, I think, than anything. I think that's probably the overwhelming feeling of most people.
Reince Priebus, thank you for your time tonight. We do appreciate it. I want to go back to John Santucci, our executive editor on investigations. And John, you've been in close contact with the Trump family tonight. They gave you some of the first statements directly about Trump's condition, that he was receiving medical treatment, that he's doing okay, he's doing fine. And also he claims that he was shot, that it was a bullet that grazed the top of his ear. What more are they telling you tonight?
Yeah, well, Whit, first, a very rare public statement from Ivanka Trump. Of course, this was the only member of the Trump family that went to the White House with Donald Trump when he, of course, won and ascended to the presidency in 2017. Ivanka writing on Twitter with tonight, well, thank you for your love and prayers for my father and for the other victims of today's senseless violence in Butler, Pennsylvania. I'm grateful to the Secret Service and all the other law enforcement officers for their quick and decisive action today. I continue to pray for our country. I love you, Dad, today and always. That statement from Ivanka Trump posted to her Twitter account. And again, a very rare public statement from the former first daughter because, as we know, unlike her two brothers, being the three eldest children of the former president, they have still stayed very actively involved in Donald Trump's political life. Ivanka has really gone off into a private life with her husband, Jared Kushner. You mentioned with other members of the family I've spoken to, I did have a very brief exchange with Eric Trump. Of course, you'll recall from all of the trials that his father faced earlier this year, Eric Trump, a fixture by his father's side in that Manhattan courtroom. We were, of course, at the Manhattan DA's case earlier this year. Eric Trump telling me that his father is the toughest man I have ever met. Not elaborating on his father's condition, but, nevertheless, right there in his father's corner, as he has been, of course, let's not forget also his wife, Laura Trump, Whit, as you well know, is now the second in command of the Republican National Committee. It'll be her first convention as number 2 for the RNC when that gets kicked off in Milwaukee on Monday. And finally, Whit, as ABC News first reported and I first spoke to right at moment after this happened, Donald Trump Jr. Had told me via phone that his father has been in good spirits, that nothing is going to stop him. And of course, again, Donald Trump Jr., his brother's active by his father's side, but you have to recognize that Donald Trump Jr., of course, has really been the one to continue the political mantle of his father. And it's actually a rare occurrence that the two sons, one or the other, was not with the president tonight in Butler, Pennsylvania. We know they have been very active present, whether it be in the courtroom or on the campaign trail with.
John Santucci, thank you. Let's go back to our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce. Mary, we know that President Biden is in Rehoboth, Delaware for the weekend, but he has been following developments briefed by his staff and the Secret Service. And then he came out before the cameras earlier today condemning the violence, saying that there's no place in America.
That was kind of.
Hey, I heard they just tried to whack my boy Trump. I'm glad that man's okay. Long live Trump. Let's go, baby. Trump 2024. Denver, let's hear it for
Shout out to.
I love
Now here is the ER doctor that actually was there that was treating one of the individuals who was in a lot.
You see, sir?
I heard the shots. I thought it was firecrackers to begin with. Somebody screaming, he's been shot. So I made my way over. I said, I'm an emergency department physician. Let me help you. The guy had spun around, was jammed between the benches. He had a headshot here. There was lots of blood, and he had brain matter there. And so I got him. There's a helicopter coming in to get him. I got people there really helpful. I got
Was
them
there only
up
one
on a
person
bench.
shot that you saw?
Then I did CPR, did chest compressions as well as I breathed for him.
One person.
I was the only one who did it.
need to evacuate everybody.
Yeah, I'm hearing reports that there was a breach with the Secret Service, but that is what the fighters stated tonight.
A breach?
Yes, I'm still doing research. So when I'm quiet, I'm having to pull information and get it up in here at the same time. So I don't want people to think that I'm trying to get you what facts.
So that emergency room doctor, he was just at the rally.
Yeah.
Then we had to go to work.
That's blood all over it.
Yeah, I saw that poor guy. And he was kind of emotional, wasn't he?
Absolutely.
Poor guy.
Here's what Taylor and the rest of them.
Archer Taylor Green.
I would highly expect my favorite.
I'm getting from my friend who is very close to the president that he may end up going to a UFC fight tonight after this. Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I would highly expect my favorite president to show up at a UFC fight tonight because he is a fighter and he is the champion. He is the ultimate champion, and that's why we love him. God bless him. I hope he goes, and I hope he has a great time, and I know the American people would love to see it.
Absolutely. He is a fighter. They
I
had a
could
brief.
see him. I could see him going to a fight.
That was what I thought because no one was on the roof. The guy was pointing out. And let's go back and let's listen to what he had to say. Give me a minute. I gotta share the screen to get it. And we'll find out. Then we'll find Megyn Kelly's. Well, we've got a few things people are sending me. Let's go to it. Let's see. Well, it didn't come up, did it? Hang on a minute. When they send these, I have to go to a whole other.
I don't know how you keep it all straight.
I don't either. I don't know how she does it.
I'm just sitting here watching.
And talking and produce it, get it all out there. Hey, I'm out for a cruise. I'm out to get it out there. Because we have to, y'all. We have
She's like, I want that scoop.
I
just sent you one a picture from Grandma that showed you zoom in, you can see the actual bullet going by.
All right, hang on, guys. We're trying to get this.
Yeah, I was just watching.
Trajectory of the bullet. See that? Man.
And I'll be damned if I'm gonna stick around and take any more of your shit. You better screw down that run around loose tongue of yours, babe. 'Cause it's gonna get you out of a whole lot of trouble. The things you say. Sometimes I think you got no feeling.
But wasn't he like, oh, look at the water tower. And he's giving a leverage from the water tower. So it had to be from the building. They sure do. Don't they, Heather? God of us. You guys, y'all rock. Keep it coming. I'll get it. We'll get it out there. All right. Keep it coming. That's what we got the platform for. Share the live out, guys. Share the live out. Share the podcast out. Someone has Instagram. Share it to Instagram. I have a lot of people up there. I just can't get it over. All right. Let's see what the next is. To remove that. Okay, y'all just bear with me. We'll get it going. Look at there. You're just standing there. Here we go. We'll watch it again. They're not afraid. Maybe they just didn't know what was going on at the time.
Right. It did sound funny.
Absolutely.
Mhm. But it's so loud, I imagine there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, there's another one here. So X. Yeah, hang on, we'll get to it.
I gotta run and get my pizza at the door. Be right back.
That's funny.
All right, we're gonna show you this. If you're squeamish, don't look.
I'm okay.
Shooter confirmed dead.
Shit. Wow.
There we go. Let's see if I can enlarge that a bit more. ABC, I can't even pull it up anymore. I guess I didn't want it to be saying nothing, or it just went out.
Right.
But yeah, shooter confirmed dead. There he is.
Why does
Look,
my TV
Joe.
just have Donald Trump's truth post on it? That's all. What's happening?
What are you talking about?
I just walked in the living room and on my TV screen it was just Donald Trump's truth post, and now it's just gone black.
Oh, I don't know. We just watched that one.
It's weird.
There. We just watched that one.
Oh, it's crazy.
It is. It's
I got on TikTok to relax. This is not relaxing.
Elon Musk on Secret Service, extreme incompetence, or was it deliberate?
I don't think it was deliberate.
I'm going to show you the moment that the bullet passed. They've got a shot of the moment of when the bullet passed right by Trump. Look at that.
Wow.
Right by his ear, went through and through. Boom.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Through.
His ear, y'all. Good thing he has big ears.
Went through and through.
Guilty.
Did. What'd you say, Heather? I thought it was firecrackers like the ER doc said. Well, at first, I thought so as well. Let's go back to that. Let's watch again. I mean, my stomach with it is,
If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Move this fair. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go.
Well, there you go, guys.
This is how legends are made.
I had to do that one.
Oh, I love that so much.
This is how legends are made.
This is how legends are made, but here's this. Look at that. That is so empowering. We have to watch that again. He's like, wait. That's my president right there, people. That's my damn president right there.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a real president right there.
That, yeah.
Sure is.
That's pretty amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, that gave me goosebumps.
So awesome. So awesome.
Thanks.
You guys keep posting. I'll post. All right, we got another one here. All right, we are going to watch this. Give me 1 minute. Thank you, Mega Mac. Thank you. You guys are I tell you what, y'all are gangster investigators.
Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. But there's no question that the Republican Party today is dominated, driven, and intimidated by Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans. And that is a threat to this country. MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution. They do not believe in the rule of law. They do not recognize the will of the people. MAGA forces are determined to take this country backwards to an America where there is no right to choose, no right to privacy, no right to contraception, no right to marry who you love. Trump and the extreme MAGA Republicans quote a clear and present danger to our democracy.
Thanks of us.
But while the threat to American democracy is real, I want to say as clearly as we can, we are not powerless in the face of these threats. MAGA Republicans have made their choice. They embrace anger. They thrive on chaos. They live not in the light of truth, but in the shadow of lies. We've told ourselves that American democracy is guaranteed, but it's not. We have to defend it, protect it, stand up for it. Each and every one of us. We're all called by duty and conscience to confront extremists who put their own pursuit of power above all else. We must be stronger, more determined, and more committed to saving American democracy than MAGA Republicans are to destroying American democracy. MAGA Republicans look at America and see carnage and darkness and despair. They spread fear and lies told for profit and power. The MAGA Republicans believe that for them to succeed, everyone else has to fail.
Well, that's what he thinks of us. What do you think about that?
Yeah. And they threaten half of America anyway.
That man just gives me the willies looking at him. I just don't.
He's so disgusting.
He really is.
Let's watch
And for him to stand up there and say that.
A couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
About that time.
And that's a little bit old. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
I wanted to know exactly
that's a little bit old.
He was saying at that moment. I'm trying to find something. I just made that. Strong man.
That he is.
And we are not a democracy. We are a constitutional republic. That is what we are.
Yeah.
And that we're fighting for democracy. I don't think man has a clue what it is, what any of it is. I'm trying to find a video I posted.
We say to the republic for which it stands. We don't say into the democracy for which it stands.
Yeah, not at all.
Exactly. Oh, if I can find it. Yeah. You guys are gangster. Y'all posting. Keep doing it. Keep rocking it. Because this is what we need. We're getting the truth out. And that's what they don't like. They don't like the fact that we're getting the truth out. did want to show one video. I posted this. It was one of my very first videos on here on Telegram. I've lost numerous accounts because of this. This is your list of adrenochrome, your companies, the names of people, and it's also a list of blood types and who they find in counties and cities and what they need, how many they need.
That's that CYM. Isn't it?
There's that piece of the core. CYM adrenochrome people. List of all the names, blood types, how many they need, what they need them. Actually, if you go back to the very beginning of my Telegram, I actually have complete information of I think it was like one of the first posts I did. It's probably about 20 pages of it. Actually, a company that makes the instruments that you need to buy for it.
I have that whole PDF.
No, tell me that again. What is that? Tell me.
That is the adrenochrome. That was an adrenochrome company. CYM. The names and people that work there, blood types, how many people they need, what towns. And if you go back, I have like 30 pages at the beginning of the Telegram page that completely shows you everything. The company, the spouts, they sell the equipment, how much it is.
Oh my
the
goodness.
sizes you might need for children from newborn on up.
Do you have the part that has the list of the children and their blood type, expiration date,
Yes.
etc.?
It's all on there.
Wow.
I have it too. I just didn't know if you had that.
That was the very first post. That's what made me get Telegram because see, I was learning what I could post on things and what I couldn't. And when I realized that I was losing so many accounts, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to go somewhere where I can post the shit and save it because when you lose the account, they tell you to download your data. But I have thousands of videos, people. I
Right.
mean,
You
come
can't download
on.
all that.
Exactly. Hang on a minute.
Wow.
Yeah, that came out. I think a lady in Germany actually found it years ago, like in 2020, maybe. Maybe that's when I discovered it. I don't know. I was being all nosy in 2020. I had nothing else to do. I didn't have anything else to do.
Oh, funny.
Everybody was so scared of everything.
Right? Oh my gosh. So I would go to Walmart and the little person would say, "You can't come in here. You can't come in here. You don't have a mask on. You don't have a mask on." Like, I don't need one. They would try to stop me, and I'm like, "Get out of here! What are you talking about?"
I ain't wearing no damn mask.
Right? I ain't crazy.
That old country. That's like me running an exhaust in my car into the engine. That's just dumb.
Right?
That never made sense to me.
Well, and they wanted the kids to wear masks at school, and I told my son, I said, "Don't you wear no mask?" I ain't wearing no mask, Mom.
Sorry,
No.
that was my grandson. My son calling my granddaughter was in the background. Bye, I love you. They were checking on me. There's word because they know how invested I am with my heart. You know.
Right. Oh, that's so sweet.
Look at the video that he said he'd seen before and ignored. Okay, ladies, did you put some more stuff on there? All right, let's go to it. Let's see what we got going here. Oh, yeah. Keep it coming, sweethearts. Keep it coming. All right. This is saying, okay, let's see. How did the Secret Service not see the shooter? Elon has said the resignation of the Secret Service head, I agree. Blind spots are everywhere at this location. The former president and leading presidential candidate needs a more robust protection system. I agree with that, and I believe we're probably fixing to see. Now, this right here, if you guys remember, this was put out, about a week ago? And it's kind of ironic that it's happening now, is it not?
Mm.
Oh my God, that was put out. Oh.
Yeah, that was put out 5 days ago.
Such a shocking time.
5 days ago, Joe Biden told donors it's time to put Trump in the bullseye. 5 days ago.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry.
You're fine. 5 days ago, Trump.
Oh.
Which video? No, Deborah, where'd you send it? That you left, and you never told me where you sent it, sweetheart. If you tell me where you sent it, I'd be glad to play it for you.
No.
Yeah, I just keep loading it in Telegram. I'm trying to find stuff myself, but it's hard to find it at the same time. Pulling it out. Yeah, 5 days ago that was stated. Sure was.
That's
We'll look at it again. I'll read it to you one more time. One more time. 5 days ago, Joe Biden told donors it's time to put Trump in the bullseye.
Wow. Oh, but he didn't incite anything, right? Like Donald Trump incited the January 6th thing, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Exactly.
So
And this
he'll be
is
going on trial next.
Who? I don't believe Joe Biden ever go on trial.
Oh no,
I got people sending me things. Y'all hang on. Oh, thank you, Piss Patriot. I think you sent that one and we looked at that. Christy, thank you. Yeah, that image of hang on a minute.
That's ridiculous.
Ooh, I like that.
Why do they hate him so? Why? I guess I don't understand hate that much. I just don't understand it.
Devil Dog is working on some great t-shirts. You are going to love them.
Oh, I ordered a hat today.
Let's do that. Let's hear a word from our sponsor in between. Let's take a sponsor. Let's take a little bit of a commercial, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone doesn't mind.
Okay.
You're fine. Stay where you're at. DA Customs. 781-389-8179. Go to www.dacustoms.com and get your what?
I think it's time to fight back. No, they won't like that. Everywhere is somewhere, and that's where the fight's at. I think it's time to fight back. No, they won't like.
So everyone, go get your I'm voting for felon 2024. Trump's in the middle. Christy got hers ordered
I
today.
did.
Be there.
I
Exactly.
need to go
Devil
get
Dog.
one.
I tell you what, the new shirt. I'm going to post. Devil Dog, you okay with me posting a picture of the shirts that you have just come up with? I will be glad to do that. Can't make a video while I'm on here, but I can show it. I can show what a few of your t-shirts that you've come up with. These are badass. I want these. These are so badass.
And now you got them all hyped up. I can't wait to see them.
I love them. It just takes a minute to load everything, get over there. I know this is a different kind of, Okay, take a break, Grandma. Thank you. I'll be going back and forth with it. Let's see. I know this is a different podcast tonight with everything going on. Information is just coming in continuously, and we're trying to put it out as quick as we can. Some may already know about it, and we're just letting the viewers know, the ones that do not know anything about it. Okay, let's see. Let me pull it up here.
Stop.
He's still in the hospital as of right now, as far as we know, right?
Yes, the hospital.
No,
I understand. Well, no, he's going to
I
the
just
UFC fight.
I just put it on your Telegram.
I heard he's going to the fight, but I was just wondering if he was going to the fight from the hospital.
Oh yeah, I don't.
I'm
I
sure
just
he will. He's a fighter. He ain't gonna let this lock him down. But here are one of the shirts from DA Customs. Go to
you
www.dacustoms.com.
missed
You missed, bitches.
I
Love it, love
it.
it, love it. Everyone, go get your t-shirts. This one, America, Absolute Legend.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh wow.
DA Customs. He's got
Those are
some
pretty
good.
cool.
He's got some killer work on there. Some killer work. I think it's time we watch this. Go to www.dacustoms.com and get your shirts, get your hats now. Yes, very affordable. And it is veteran owned and operated. So that's even better, knowing that you were giving to a veteran.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That is awesome.
All right.
I like that.
I
Thank
am
you for sharing
going.
that part of it.
Absolutely. He deserves a bit of it. You guys, I'm telling you, he's so talented. All right, let's find out what if everybody put on here so I can oh, okay, let's watch this. Damn, look at that.
That's him leaving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I want to make sure.
Yes, Heather can attest to it. It's quality work and phenomenal work. Look at that.
That is
Isn't that?
crazy.
Let's see. Secret Service confirms that the shooter was on the rooftop overlooking Trump event. The Secret Service confirmed that the gunman who attempted to assassinate the former President Donald Trump and killed at least one bystander was on a rooftop. The sniper shot a former President Donald Trump from 130 yards. The gunman who tried to assassinate former President Donald Trump at Pennsylvania campaign rally Saturday had positioned himself on a roof of the manufacturing plant that was across from it.
It's crazy, dude.
So that should tell you this was hey Papa, this had to have been a professional hit. I mean, people were good, but that's sniper shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that just
It's
a
pretty
normal way?
far. No, it's
I
pretty
wish
far. As a
because
hunter, I would say it's pretty far, unless you had like a specific like sniper rifle that goes further than the average bear. But that's pretty far.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we got another one. Director Kimberly A. Chattel. We'll put it on the screen, and I'll read it as it's on the screen for us all to see. Try to make it bigger. Kimberly Chastelli is the 27th director of the U.S. Secret Service, sworn into office September 17, 2022. She is responsible for successfully executing the agency's integrated mission of protection and investigation by leading a diverse workforce composed of more than almost 8,000 special agents, uniformed division officers, technical law enforcement officers, and administration, professional, and technical personnel. Prior to her appointment, Ms. Chattel served as Senior Director in Global Security at Pepsi Company, where she was responsible for directing and implementing security protocols for the company's facilities in North America. Her role at Pepsi Company involved developing risk management assessments and mitigation. Now, all right, here's one.
I just found out about this shit. It just happened. I haven't even had a second to process. You're telling me somebody finally had the balls to bring a pew-pew and he missed! We were a second away! We were a centimeter away from half of the problem being gone and you missed! There was a white man attached to that trigger. I know it! We were a centimeter away! Oh!
That's left.
How
My,
disgraceful.
oh my God.
If I was that child's mama, I'd take her car, her phone, her everything,
Exactly,
and lock
Heather.
her in her
She finna
room.
get flogged on TikTok.
Wow.
Yeah, Devil Dog, you was in the military. You'd seen that they'd shoot him dead right on the roof. These people are, I'm telling you, it has gotten to a point, it's dangerous. That is pure hate.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
but
is straight up hate.
let someone shoot a dog on the top of a roof and see how they react to that. They would lose their freaking minds. But shooting at Donald
Oh.
Trump, nothing.
Hey, everyone, if you find videos, I want videos sent, put in the Telegram. Find videos of the left and what they're saying about this. That's what I want to see. I want to know. Please.
I couldn't help it. I had to send that.
Thank you. Thank you, Christy.
Irritating me.
I appreciate everyone working and sending in all the information in. This teamwork makes the dream work.
Digital soldiers, girl. Digital soldiers.
I'm telling you, you got this. I'm telling you, you got this. Let's listen to the UFC.
Hey, I heard they just tried to whack my boy Trump. I'm glad that man's okay. Long live Trump. Let's go, baby. Trump 2024. Denver, let's hear it for Evan Elder. Hey, I heard.
That is absolutely adorable.
It is. It is. It is so. It is. Everyone's emotions are high right now.
Yeah.
Liberals are crazy as hell. Pawpaw, you're damn right they are. They have lost it. Aren't the liberals all about hate has no place? No, they don't, Devil. They sure don't. Hey, Kirsty. Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Come on in. Everyone, please, if you're just now coming in, this is our regular time that we usually do for podcast. But we have went on earlier and we are trying to cover as much as we can throughout the evening of Trump's attempted assassination. Thank God he had his armor of God on, and the Lord has plans for him and uses him as a vessel to lead this country in the right way with God ahead of it. Without the Lord, nothing is possible. And I'm telling you, nothing is possible. I am so sorry. We need to pray for the family of the lady who was killed.
Hey.
And the other one that's injured. God protect. He did protect them today. They are very hateful, and it's just so. It's disheartening, that we have that kind of hate. I mean, I dislike Biden, but I don't hate him to where I want him unalive.
Right.
These people literally want Trump gone.
Right. Now, I think, honestly, truly, my opinion about Biden is it's elder abuse what they're doing to him. It's a disgrace to him. He needs to be in a assisted living, a nursing home, somewhere that they're going to take care of him and live out the rest of his life. For them to still use him as a front man is absolutely disgraceful. But I don't want to see the man in the ground. I want to see him taken care of somewhere else.
Absolutely. Exactly. I never wished that on anyone. Hey, Grandma, I hope your head's feeling better, hon. We're just playing everything you guys are bringing us. It was a lady. It was so sad. Yes. Let's listen to her one more time. Let's go there.
I just found out about this shit.
Well, there you go. Technical difficulty. The internet is overloaded.
I just found out about this shit.
I can't play it now. What the heck? That's crazy. We'll try it again. We just played it.
Yeah.
It's been doing this all night long, Pawpaw.
Shit just happened. Haven't even had a second to process. You're telling me somebody finally had the balls to bring a pew pew, and he missed. We were a second away. We were a centimeter away from half of the problem being gone, and you missed. There was a white man attached to that trigger. I know it. We were a centimeter away. Oh!
Are you kidding me?
I would whoop her ass.
Wow.
How do you raise a child with so much hatred?
I don't know, but let's see what's in here. Okay, now we're going to TikTok. Hang on a minute, guys. Hang on a minute. I'm getting there, guys. I have to go in and out. Y'all bear with me. Let's see. Here we go.
Voices rang through the crowd 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. This whole incident happened less than 30 minutes ago. The time right now is 6:40. Okay. They got this story. ABC News got this story from Jill Colvin and Julie Carr Smith from Associated Press. They put their story out this morning, July 13th, 2024 at midnight. How do they know 18 hours and 40 minutes in advance that this would happen? Not to mention not only that, they claim that Trump could be seen reaching with his right hand toward his neck. How did they know it was going to be the neck? Was it supposed to be the neck? Because they got him in the ear. How did Jill Colvin and Julie Carr Smith from the Associated Press know this and have it out on July 13th, 2024, 12 a.m., midnight, 18 hours and 40 minutes prior to it happening?
What?
Let me ask you, is in House, the House passed this week requiring proof of citizenship to vote in federal elections, but nearly all Democrats voted against the bill. 198 Democrats voting against the bill. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.
Y'all bear with me. I can't find the darn thing.
So they're saying that they knew before it happened?
Yeah.
Yes. You want to hear it again?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll play it again.
Please.
Okay, we got a couple in here. I got my digital soldiers are doing their thing.
It happened less than 30 minutes off stage in Pennsylvania. Loud noises rang through the crowd 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. This whole incident happened less than 30 minutes ago. The time right now is 6:40. They got this story. ABC News got this story from Jill Colvin and Julie Carr Smith from Associated Press. They put their story out this morning, July 13th, 2024 at midnight. How do they know 18 hours and 40 minutes in advance that this would happen? Not to mention not only that, they claim that Trump could be seen reaching with his right hand toward his neck. How did they know it was going to be the neck? Was it supposed to be the neck? Because they got him in the ear. How did Jill Colvin and Julie Carr Smith from the Associated Press know this and have it out on July 13th, 2024, 12 a.m., midnight, 18 hours and 40 minutes prior to it happening?
We ain't angry yet, you love. You're the greatest thing we've lost.
Wow. That is crazy, people. That is
crazy. Is that
insane.
like, I don't know.
Insane. And they say we're crazy. Exactly. Hang on, they're sending more stuff. Let's see. Okay, here. Oh, here's my good friend right here. We're gonna watch his. I just gotta set it up. We're gonna find all this information out tonight. Okay, play. I don't know. Is that a video? It's not playing. Resend. Oh, it's probably still downloading. I think it's still downloading. It says it because it's just a minute and 18 seconds. So let me refresh it. Unfortunately, the video can't be played on Telegram. Well, try open it with a desktop app. What is going on here, people? Look. It's like I can't get anything to load. Do
I'm
you
telling
see
you, they're
that?
trying to control the narrative, and I'm not a conspiracist. I'm really not. But I swear they're trying.
They really are. We're gonna try it again. See if maybe it was just a momentary issue. It's still loading on that one. That one's still loading, guys. That's what that is.
Now I can see that the internet is way overloaded.
It is. It is. May have to reload that one. Maybe I can download it and I can play it. Let me see if I can download. Yeah, I can play possibly. Okay. Oh my God. Wow. See if I can load it and do it my way. We're gonna try it this way, guys. Y'all just bear with me.
You're good.
Always more than one way to skin a cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm gonna download it this way. Luckily, I know what I'm doing. Guess it pays to know what you're doing, doesn't it?
It does, because I'd be confused right now. I'm already confused.
It's a lot of work. People think, a lot of
It
people
is a
thought
lot of work.
it is. It is. But I'm down for it. I'm there. I'm there for it because this is what, okay. When I heard my granddaughter in the background, I instantly said, "This is why I do what I do." In the last few days,
Yes,
I was contemplating, should I keep going? I'm doing my podcast, but the lives and stuff. And God had just showed me that I have got more fire lit underneath me now more than ever. So you guys watch out for the content that's fixing to come your way.
Donald Trump was shot today in an apparent assassination attempt, a move that many of us are kind of surprised didn't happen sooner. I mean, if you told 2016 me that Donald Trump was going to get shot on his campaign run, I'd say, yeah, that sounds about right. That makes sense. I mean, that is the state of our political system these days. Now, whoever ordered the hitman must have ordered him off Temu because Trump was only shot in the ear. He is okay. But there is a part of me that's kind of excited to see him on the debate stage, looking like he had a run-in with Mike Tyson. Looking like he got his ears pierced at Claire's. Thoughts and prayers for Donald Trump after his failed assassination attempt. So glad we don't have gun control, right?
Wow.
Wow.
All right. Oh, here's my good friend Nate.
All right, guys, we got a developing story here. Everybody's heard about the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Well, it's not looking good for the DHS or the Biden administration due to reports that are coming out right now. A friend of mine just sent me this, and it's detailing the fact that Trump and his team had been trying to beef up security around his events for weeks because of potential foreseen threats. Well, here's the threat. The only bad thing for Biden and his DHS is the fact that they denied the request to help with solidifying the safety of a presidential candidate. So it's safe to assume that the Biden administration and the DHS may have wanted this to have occurred. And they allowed it.
Wow.
They made it easier for it to happen. The fact that the Biden administration and the DHS would deny a political opponent's request for more security, not only for himself, but the entire event, the lives of not only Donald Trump, but the other two individuals outside of the absolute trash human being, the shooter. Two of them were hit from what I've heard. One of them has been unalived at this point. Those lives are on the DHS and the Biden administration. I will be making more videos as this information still comes out.
Thank you, Nate. Thank you. Good friend. You guys go check out Nate's content on TikTok.
Those two people that got hurt should be suing somebody.
Jen, I am not going to report that. At the moment, it's not that I don't trust him. It's just I'm all about facts. I'm all about what's in front of me. I'm all about what I can prove, not the conspiracy theory part of it. I mean, if I had the proof, I would be glad to say it. But at this point, I don't doubt it at all. But I cannot, with a good conscience, state something that I don't have absolute proof of. And that's all. But let's see. A little bit. You guys, Harry's at it. Harry's at it. Harry's at it. Let's see what Harry had to say tonight about this. Okay. Will not let me play anything on Telegram, so you guys bear with me. I'm going to have to download everything and post on StreamYard. Thank God we got a backup system. Without the backup system, we wouldn't have it, but we have it. So y'all just bear with me. While it's loading, everyone go get your t-shirts and your hats. www.dacustoms.com. You missed, bitches. I love that one. America, absolute legend. At the bottom of the screen, you see, I'm going to show here. DA Customs, Lowe's leather. You can, and for those just listening, call 781-389-8179 at www.dacustoms.com. Okay, I think they loaded. Let's see. He's quite pissed off. Let's just see what he had to say. Let me remove this. Conor McGregor, a 78-year-old multiple billionaire. He should be on a yacht on the Mediterranean touring golf courses. But he is not. He is in Pennsylvania, spitting out bullets, running for the love of his country. Godspeed, Donald. God bless the United States. Gosh darn it, I just got chills with that.
I love Conor McGregor.
Oh, that was the same video that was the same video. So y'all said that one twice, so. Absolutely. Okay. All right, let's see if we can download it again. I don't know if we can. Okay. Y'all bear with me if this is having to pull. Let's see. What did old Harry have to say? Hopefully it's this one. Yeah, I like to know what the left is saying. And this is what we deal with on a regular basis on TikTok with people. They're continuously going to this liberal extreme. Here is Harry. I think it's in the sticks.
This evening, hoping that everybody pulls through and everybody's safe and okay. I want to remind everybody that this is not a political issue. This is not left or right. Violence has no place in politics, and it is never acceptable, no matter the circumstance.
He could send in the military to take out Trump. Harry. Harry, did you forget about this? Because it's off your page now. Do you forget that you said this? We haven't.
No, we haven't. We won't forget. I'm getting to it, guys. Let me take this one. Let's see. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Are you freaking kidding me? These people are deranged. Lunatics. Lunatics, man.
Will you read some of those comments? I can't see them good enough
I'm
to
fixing,
read
I'm
them.
fixing, I'm fixing to pull it up for you.
Thank you.
This one. Make America aim again. That is from Ashley. Let me see if I can read it. Ashley Nurbovig. Not sure who the hell she is, but I'm sure she's a leftist. I wouldn't doubt that at all. Man, the shit these people are saying. Oh my God. This is outrageous.
It's crazy. It's insane.
So the
Okay, we have another
representative,
one. Okay. Let's see who we got going on here. Here we go. The last thing America needed was sympathy for the devil, but here we are.
Wow.
I'm
can we
trying to
slow
show
down?
America. I'm just trying to show America the hate they have for this man. They hate him.
Mm-hmm.
That means we want Make America Great Again, which is just a slogan of simply stating that Make America Great. And MAGA is not a cult. It is we want America great again. So if you are disliking and you hate Trump, then you're hating Americans. But hold and toe the line, people. Do not let this. That's what they want. They want something to set you off. They want something to happen.
Yeah, they want us to act the fool, don't they?
Yeah, that was a representative that said that.
Wow.
Now we have Ella. I cannot believe the shooter missed. Thoughts and prayers with the next shooter. Please don't miss.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I am
No,
so disgusted.
my boys are not Trump supporters. They're not Biden supporters. But they would never wish this on anybody.
Absolutely not. This is just
Hey, Kirsty. They are. They're insane, demonic, all at once. Didn't succeed in them. I'm going to tell you, they're going to keep trying. They think this will scare him and get him out of the race. But the man let you know as he was being taken off of the stage,
Mm-hmm.
bleeding, and I'm sure he was scared. And I know this is nothing more than going to light a fire, even more so underneath his ass. Here
I
we go.
believe it.
Here's a video someone sent. This one I think is going to be probably.
that's me. You want me to slow down?
No, you're good. You're good. It just takes me a minute to get.
John Wilkes Booth, if you can hear us, if you are with us, please, John Wilkes Booth, if you're listening, please.
Let me get this straight. Dumbass! You have a fully reloaded shotgun, but you chose to use a one bullet.
We're not even sending our best to fucking assassinate. Because what the hell was that? Lee Harvey Oswald would never, bitch. John Wilkes Booth would never.
Today was like this close to being the best day ever.
Also, the person that at Trump at his rally was exercising that right that all those Republicans were fighting for. So can you really blame him?
John Wilkes Booth, if you can hear us, if you are with us, please, John Wilkes Booth, if you're
Oh my God.
if you're listening, please.
That is horrendous. Oh my God. I'm getting reports now that the lady I told you about with the Secret Service has resigned about 30 minutes ago. That was from
Wow.
the U.S.
Why resign if you did nothing wrong?
Oh, good question. Good question. What is this? The time I have right photo of the shooter. Okay. I'll have to put that one back in. Man, they have lost their ever loving minds.
Mm-hmm. If they ever had them.
All right, there is a close-up picture of the shooter. If you can see it.
Wow.
Is it a male or female? Wow.
I don't know. It's a they.
Elon said that they needed to resign. I bind the spirit of witchcraft and send you to the pit of Jesus in the name of Jesus' name. Amen. Young male, security breach. Hang on a second. Is it this one that I had on here? Hang on, let me find it. We just read about it. Was it director Kimberly A. What is it? Chattel? Is that how you put it? Cheatle. I'm not sure if that's her.
Chateau.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was her or not. So, there we go. Yeah, Chattel. Amen, Jen. Amen. This has gotten completely out of hand. And you know what's sad is we're gonna test a theory tonight, guys, on TikTok. I'm gonna go live after the podcast. We're gonna test a theory on something. We're gonna see how quick they take us down for protecting and saying positive things about Donald Trump.
I'm with you on that. I'll get banned for that. That's fine with me. I've never been banned before, so.
Well, join the club. I'm on my 42nd account. See, I was complacent and I was thinking last night, I was tired of, my accounts being taken and stuff. But like I said, they have just lit a fire underneath our asses.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not understand? At that moment when we thought our president was gone, that was honestly, I felt like a part of my family had gotten torn.
Yeah.
And you can call it what you want. You can call it your cultist, your whatever. But I'm going to tell you, that man loves America, cares about America,
Yes,
cares
ma'am.
about American people, just like McGregor said. He's
Yes,
a
ma'am.
billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
What is and he is taking care of us.
Yep.
He's taking care of us.
He doesn't have to be doing any of this.
And when he
He
was
doesn't.
no, and when he
Oh, go
was
ahead.
president, every other country had respect for us because they knew that he would do what he said he was going to do because he has.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But they don't have that respect with
No.
Joe Biden, and
Are you
that's
kidding
fact.
me? It's
They just
laughable.
don't. Yeah, it is. They don't have any respect for the nation, the
Nope.
country, the any of it. It's all it's very disheartening because we as Americans, we don't even know who's running our country. Think about
Right?
it. I was thinking about this today. We got somebody sitting there. Think about this, people. This is how dire this is. We have someone that ain't got a lick of freaking sense. They ain't been running our country. We could have a foreign adversary at the White House running our fucking country. Do you not get that, people?
You're not wrong.
We
You're
probably
not
do.
wrong.
And what is Biden mostly known for?
Being an idiot?
Foreign policy.
Yeah.
Started Penn Biden Center many years ago. They've been in bed with these people like nobody's business. They should show you more than ever that they are desperate. You want to come up, Jack? You have to send me your email. After all the history of this president getting shot, they always find out who it is. No amount of money, no pay me off, we'll keep the truth hidden. But they couldn't find out what the bag of cocaine was at the White House.
Right.
Right. No touch DNA, nothing.
Are we really people? I mean,
That is nuts.
all right, hang on, guys. I'm getting there. All right, you guys doing good. Let's get some of these videos going. I guess it froze up for just a moment, but we're back in business, hopefully. Nope, I've got to download everything. Sorry, guys. Hang on. I think we may have seen that one. I'm not sure. But we're gonna look and see if we've seen it. Let's see. It's downloaded. It takes a minute to download all these things, but we get them.
You're good. They've been very interesting so far, so you're good.
This is the only way we can get information out. Usually I'm sitting there pulling it, doing it, but I've got some mad gangster. Oh, that's the
There you
same
go.
one. I think that's the same one. Yeah, that's just the same one. It must be still downloading.
Saying Trump and Biden have spoken over the phone.
I'm sure
Oh,
they
have they?
have.
I just put
I
the
mean,
thing on your deal.
you got to keep optics up.
Yeah, for
You got
sure.
to keep optics up. You got to let them think that you are. That's the same video. That was Harry. I'm not getting that one. I have to go back to it. How long?
Well,
Hey, my
someone
tea,
that sounds
Allie
like
girl.
Biden.
They know. They just don't want us to know. Absolutely. I'm trying to get the Kremlin statement, but it's taking forever. It's okay. We'll get it. You guys are. I appreciate all the hard work. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find it myself in between. I know this isn't my normal podcast, but this isn't a normal day. You know,
Right.
I want to just say my commander in chief just about got assassinated is what I want to freaking say because I see and view him as my commander in chief.
Right.
You know, always
Well,
have.
he won the election, so come on now.
Not saying
He just know it.
Argentina's president Javier Milei, whatever,
Yeah,
has
yeah.
blamed the international left after the attempted assassination.
On
Or
him too.
assassination attempt. No, the Argentina president is blaming the international left
Mm.
for the attempted
Well,
assassination.
the military's, my understanding is by sources, the military is standing with Trump. Here we go. Let's watch this.
How do you miss that? We don't miss those! Come on, man! Fuck! We don't miss those! One shot at greatness! To be mentioned in the history books! And you missed the shot? Fuck! What fucking shit? How do you miss that? We don't miss those! Come on, man! Fuck! We don't miss those! One shot at greatness! To be mentioned in the history books! And you missed the shot? Fuck!
Wow.
What fucking shit? How do you miss that?
Are you kidding me?
How scary is our future?
Oh, I'm sure a lot of them are going to be triggered because it didn't happen.
Oh, well, that is crazy, y'all.
Well, y'all, I knew I had amazing boys and men, but I
You
didn't know
do.
just how amazing they are until just now because that is just pitiful.
All right, here we go. We're going to play this and then we're going to talk. We're going to tell you what Trump said.
The few moments that we have not been talking, Lester, we've now been advised that President Biden did reach former President Trump by phone. They have now had a conversation. President Biden earlier in the evening had said he had attempted to reach him, likely during the time that the former president was undergoing whatever medical evaluation may be taking place. We now know from the White House they have spoken. And he has also spoken with the governor of Pennsylvania and an official from Butler County, which is the location where this incident took place. So the president.
Oh man, I tell you what. Whoa. Whoa.
Hmm.
Can y'all see that?
No, ma'am. And what does it
There we
say?
go. I want to repeat and absolutely confirm the USSS Director Kim Chattel, yes, has repeatedly turned down requests for a larger security footprint around President Trump. Despite knowing the threat level is catastrophic, resign tonight, Dan Bongino. Must resign. She was warned about this and she ignored the warnings. I'm going to tell you right now, she'll resign. You ain't got to worry about that. She'll resign. I promise you. She'll be resigning. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And rightfully so.
They all need arrested as soon as possible. Exactly. I mean, think about it. Just 10 minutes. 10 minutes before he came out, or what was it? 5 minutes before. Eric Trump and his grandbaby and his children. These people hate. If they're hating Trump, they're hating his entire family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they call us radical.
Well,
They call
freaking
us
crazy.
the crazies.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This is I have never seen such discord, division in my entire life. But you know what?
This is how legends are made.
That's how a legend's made, I'm gonna tell you.
Yes,
And what I
ma'am.
love, my favorite is this. Wait.
Wait.
He's trying to cover his head up, and he's like, oh,
I think he said the F
wow.
word there
He
twice.
may have.
I
I don't
think he
blame him. He
did.
may have. He may have.
He said, wait a minute, and then he put his hand up, and then he said the F word twice, I think.
Well,
Looks to
there
me
is more
like.
reports coming out of him saying that, but that was a Roosevelt move. That was a Roosevelt move right
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. More than anything else.
I love the man. I'm a
Okay, hang
perfect. Sure.
Oh no, go ahead, talk. I'm loading,
No.
baby. I'm loading. You go
Perfectly
right
honest
ahead.
with you guys, I don't like him personally. I don't like his personal life. I don't like what he does in his personal life. But as the leader of my country, I would do just about anything for that man.
Absolutely. Okay, there's some photos if I'm on the show. There if you get a squeamish stomach or children around, you might not want them to see it. This is a close up of the shooter.
Wow.
Justin, a photo of the shooter who attempted assassination of Trump has been confirmed authentic by sources of the ground at a rally in Pennsylvania after the shooter was shot dead. Heads are currently rolling at the U.S. Secret Service international investigation teams from the DHS inbound intent. Can't read the rest of it.
That's not the same guy.
Well, you don't ever know once the blood leaves the body and
No, I mean when you showed the chubby guy.
no.
So
That Michael Violets.
I don't know.
That's true. That's right. He did that. That person looked nothing like that, Michael.
I thought he said fight, fight, fight. That's what I thought said too.
Oh, maybe he did.
Fight, fight as well. That's actually what I thought he said. Let's see. Breaking. Oh, Mike Johnson is announcing. Okay, here we go, people. Breaking news. House Speaker Mike Johnson announces that the House will conduct a full investigation into Trump's assassination attempt. The American people deserve to know the truth. We will have Secret Service Director Kimberly Chattel and other appropriate officials from the DHS and the FBI appear for a hearing before our committee ASAP. I think we're fixing to see exactly what our government can do when they do work for the American people instead of not working for the American people. So I believe we are fixing to see now whether they follow through with it and take care of business. That maybe they will now. Maybe they will now.
Well, the world is watching, so maybe they will.
Exactly. Here we go. New York Post says, "Oh God, listen to this." The New York Post is stating, "Was it staged?" Social media trolls claim Trump shooting was fake. Almost immediately after former President Donald Trump narrowly escaped an assassination attempt, trolls took to social media with wild claims that the shooting was staged. Man, this is crazy stuff. All right, ladies, it's 10 o'clock now, and we'll be back here tomorrow night.
Okay.
At 10 p.m. Eastern. You ladies just wait. And I've been crying. Look horrible. Let's
Never
pray
look like
for
Ever.
Trump. Let's pray for the family. Let's pray for the children. This is traumatic. Let's pray for our country because it needs prayer.
Can I?
God just showed you
Yeah.
his divine intervention.
Yeah.
Yes.
He showed his power. He showed you can try, but I'm always going to be there. So all I have one message to the American people. I know that this has angered you. I know you want to do something, but I'm going to tell you right now, be still. Just be still. The time will come, as the Lord states, vengeance is mine.
Yeah.
Yes. Amen.
Let him be the vengeful one.
Yeah.
Let him be the one to do it, not you. They want us to react. They want us to react so they can instill martial law while Biden is still president. They will do anything they can to keep this election in their path, in their pocket.
Yeah.
Be safe. Keep your head on a swivel because things will be totally different as we've seen. There are some deranged people out there.
Yes.
And I want to say thank you, Jen, Misty, Christy. Thank you so much for coming on. We've been on here for almost 3 hours. I hope we've
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank
no
you for
problem.
having me.
Always, anytime. I hope we explained some
It was
things to people.
interesting.
And for all of you that Grandma, Brenda, Island Girl, Christy, Misty, Heather, I hope I'm not forgetting anybody's name, Jack. I mean, there's so many of you. I just want you to know, and Amy, Jen, I want you to know, you guys are the digital warriors. You guys are God's warriors. You guys have to keep pushing. Do not let this deter you. Let this light a fire underneath you in a way it's never lit before, in a way to get the truth out and pray. And with that,
Yes, ma'am.
I want to tell everyone to have a blessed evening. Be safe.
Be safe.
And tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern, we will be here. Trying to find my video that I had. Okay, there's. And with that, here's a video that I made. Trump 2024. Country crazy out.